All right, party people, happy hump day. I'm going live here to talk about the opportunity that exists in the marketplace right now. Always looking for opportunities for you. Always want to help make you smarter than everyone else. When I get these feelings, I have to share it. There's something inside of me that forces me to do it. I'm going to go ahead and actually share this post from Smarter San Diego over to my personal page right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through and essentially just punch down the list of reasons why December is such a great month for home buyers. And a lot of people in the industry will know this. Real estate agents, feel free to share this with your buyers who are just kind of unaware or maybe missing out on this opportunity. I can just tell you from personal experience how many buyers I'm working with right now who have said, we're going to put things on hold until after the holidays. A lot of people will say this. And it's a totally normal thing. And listen, it's okay. If you don't want to deal with it during the holidays, if you have too much going on, I totally understand. But what happens is people come to me and they ask me, when can I get a deal? Or when is the best time to do this? When is the best time to do that? Buying a home in San Diego, we see this opportunity happen, and it comes, it's not often, but it comes usually around the holidays. This is where even in an incredible seller's market, in fact, I had an agent call me today. I had another one call me earlier this week and say, hey, are you seeing things slow down on your end? And this is good. When industry members connect and discuss these things, we can a lot of times come up with information, share data that we're experiencing, but I'm not seeing that. Maybe apps are down a little bit, maybe seasonal kind of situation. A lot of people are saying, hey, we want to buy at the beginning of the year. Hey, we want to buy in January. Hey, we want to buy in February. But what happens in December? Does no one want to sell their homes in December? Of course they do. So let's take a quick look at this. So what I did here was basically just come up with some of the basic things to understand about why December is a great time for buyers. And this will all make sense. As we discussed, there's less competition, meaning that there's less people who are in the buying pool. The reason I got the call from the agent today is because, man, he said this thing should have been gone. And it's been on the market not that long, less than a week. He's like, this thing should already be gone. It's a smoking deal. It's an awesome property. What's going on? And that was that was the final straw on the camel's back. It's like, you know what? I have to make a video about this. There's opportunity out there. I don't know if people are aware of it. It is right now is a great time. Here's the reason. Less competition. Now, you might say on the other side of that, but Derrick, there's less homes for sale as well. Aren't there a lot of sellers who put off selling until the beginning of the year? This is true. This is true. And we'll get to that in a second. I will address that. Don't worry. So you have better negotiating power in this situation. If there's less competition for buyers in the buyer pool, then you're going to have more negotiating power. For example, the agent called me today and said, hey, I have this great listing that hasn't sold yet. I don't have an offer. I don't get it. It's only been a few days, been less than a week. But what's going on? If you come to the table and you're that first offer right now, you've got some pull. And since when has that been the case? In San Diego real estate, for the last 10 years, it's been a seller's market. When do you have the chance to get some pull? Only in a situation like this. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention, because it needs to be known. You have very serious sellers. So let's talk about this. Hey, there's less sellers on the market though, Derrick. There's less homes for sale because sellers are doing the same thing buyers are doing. They're saying, put it off until the beginning of the year. Let's not mess with this during the holidays. Let's not move before Christmas. And while that is true, the sellers who are on the market, and you can go look right now, go look on Zillow, go look on Redfin, go look on Realtor.com. There's definitely homes for sale. Those people want to sell their home. They want to sell. If they're doing showings in December, they want to sell their home, which is good. Remember, if you're ever buying anything, you want a motivated seller. I know lots of people in the car business and in the data business and all these who are great salespeople, and they all say the key is a motivated seller. So whether you're going to buy a boat off of Craigslist, or like I bought a Crown Victoria off of, I can't even remember the site now, mine went blank, some sketchy car website. Back in the day, whenever you're looking for a motivated seller. Well, you have that now. As a buyer, you have motivated sellers. The sellers are definitely motivated. So that's a plus for the buy side, okay, which is where I represent. Derrick Evans, NMLS 155010, specialized in helping veterans in the VA home loan benefit. So they are ready to go. They are ready to go, and that is good for you as the buyer. That gives you a little bit more hand. Now, it's still a seller's market. There's still going to be homes that are going to have multiple offers. That's still going to be the case. But instead of maybe 12 offers, there's only 2 or 3. And that makes a big difference. Makes it much more likely that you'll get your offer accepted. So that's good for us. So those sellers are ready to go. Last big point here is rates are just insane still. Still, it's been this way all year, but they're still incredibly low. We're very close right now, where we are at this moment, to the lowest rates ever. Very close. So if we get any more positive movement in interest rates, we'll probably make a new all-time high for mortgage bonds and have the lowest rates in history. We know that this is the case because I've done multiple what we call perfect loans. Now, I focus on doing the VA home loan benefit. We also have incredible deals for FHA. We're very, very good on conventional as well. But specifically for VA, we've had moments where people are able to get the perfect loan. I've seen the perfect refinance. What's that? That's when you get the rate that's at the bottom of the rate sheet. In other words, the lowest possible rate you can get, pay no points, and no lender fees. If you can do that, you've gotten the perfect loan. There's no way to get a better loan. No way. In fact, I followed up with a gentleman this week who I offered a perfect loan to for a VA refi, and he went with someone else. I was like, I don't understand. What's going on? What kind of rate did you get? He got a higher rate. He probably paid fees too. So, not everyone will catch on to these things, but that's a perfect loan. You can't get any better than that. And right now, we're still giving those out in a lot of cases. Not every case, but a lot of cases it's happening. That tells you that you're very, very close to all-time lows for mortgage rates. So if we have really low mortgage rates, serious sellers, and less competition in the buying pool, we have a really good situation for us to be able to take advantage of as buyers. Whether we're active duty military buyers, veteran buyers, FHA buyers, first-time buyers, conventional buyers, doesn't matter. You're going to see this is an opportunity right here, right now, to be able to take advantage of. You know what? Let me see if I'm still fancy as I think I am. Fancy man with a lower third. There's my contact information. If you have questions, if you'd like a quote, like to figure out, hey, how do I take advantage of this? This is a great message specifically for people who are already pre-approved. So you're going to see this if you're in my database. You're going to be getting this video as well. And the reason is because you're in a position to actually jump on something. You can actually take advantage of this. Remember, you don't need to close in December. This is also what's cool. A lot of people forget about this. And I probably should have had this on the list. This is a huge one. So if you are getting into contract right now to buy a home and you do a 30-day escrow, which we do shorter escrows most of the time here in San Diego, but go ahead and do a 30-day escrow. The seller probably would prefer that anyway. If you do a 30-day escrow, today's December 2nd. So that means your January 2nd close, which means that the seller stays in the home through the holidays. You stay in your home through the holidays. Everybody stays where they're at. Now, you still have the transaction to go through during the holidays, but nobody has to move. So right now, while people are waiting until January to get started, you can take advantage of what I call a situational circumstantial advantage, or just you could say a circumstantial advantage or situational advantage. But the situation is such, if you have the right circumstances, personally, you put those two together to create the advantage. So I like to call it situational circumstance. But the bottom line is you get into contract today, you're still not closing until after the holidays anyway. So the seller doesn't have to worry about moving before the holidays and taking down their Christmas decorations and putting them up in the next place. Everyone gets to stay where they are throughout the holidays. A lot of people forget that, and they want to wait until January to get started. Well, if you get into contract early January, you're not closing until February. So keep that in mind. Even though you may be looking for a home during December, during the holidays, you aren't necessarily going to be getting into the home prior to the holidays. And that is usually what everyone wants, usually. Now, some people want to get into a house right away. It's different circumstance. But if we can say, hey, we just want to stay where we're at for the holidays. We kind of have everything already set. We already put up our Christmas decorations. That's okay. You can still go out and write offers, get an offer accepted, and you're not going to be closing until after the holidays anyway. So just a few tidbits. This is a great opportunity for buyers if you've had trouble, if you've run into a lot of multiple offer scenarios, if you've been outbid, if you've lost in this market. This is your month to win. So my friends in the industry, my friends who understand real estate, my realtor friends out there, if you're seeing this, share this post, share this with your buyers, let them know. Listen, they have their own lender or whatever, that's fine. It's okay. I can't help everyone. I want to try, but I can't help everybody. Some people already have a lender, that's great. Still take advantage of the information, utilize this opportunity to get on your horse, get out there, see as many properties as you can. This is also a time of the year where usually work is a little more relaxed. For some people it's more stressful this time of year, but for the majority, let's say 75% of people, this time of year is more relaxed. If that's the case, it gives you more opportunities to see homes, more opportunities to hawk the market, more opportunities to do outreach, more opportunities to potentially find a deal. So take advantage of those situational and circumstantial advantages that you might have in this market to win big in San Diego real estate. That's what it's all about. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please share this video if you think it helped make you smarter than everyone else. Let's make your friends smarter than everyone else as well. See you soon.